All right, here we go. I mean, the legacy that this senior class can have. You've seen a lot of senior classes. What's so special about this one?
Well, the thing I really appreciate about these guys is that they've kind of run the gamut as far as their career. You know, they went through a tough transition just 12 months ago. You know, they were recruited by Coach Hill. They bought into his message. They love Fresno State. Things didn't work out, and that happens, unfortunately, in football sometimes. But what doesn't usually happen is a year later, guys buy in like they have. There wasn't a lot of cancers on this team that had to be extracted, and you blow the thing up. You know, I said when I was hired, I didn't think it was a reclamation project. This was a team that had the capability, if we could come together, to win a championship and to see it come to fruition. And you know, we have to win one more game, but to see them have that opportunity in the last game, I'm just really, really proud of these guys.
You know, when they take the field one last time, you're having mixed emotions on this field. You're going to see these seniors go. It's been one and done for the senior class for you, but then on the other side is the cadets. And I know you kind of talked about it on Monday, but obviously you have personal ties because your son goes to school there. So what's that like for you? Have you talked to your son at all? Is he publicly enemy number one? I mean,
no.
Is he going to wear Fresno State gear? What's happening?
If he wants
here?
to be on the sideline, he'll be in red gear. If he wants to root for the Falcons, he'll be up in the stands. So he's got a choice to make.
Oh, he'll actually be allowed in the building.
But he'll be on their sideline if that's what he wants to do. But no, I really haven't talked to him about the details of it. He was up in Fort Collins when we played up there wearing Bulldog gear. So, and he was actually here for the opener. Yeah, there's personal feelings, but you know, being a grad from there and knowing a lot of the players were there when I was there. So I want the best for them. 364 days. It's just, you know, this coming Saturday. You know, obviously the Bulldogs are highest in my heart. So,
you know, when you see this team and the leaders on this team, who do you think really brought this team together? Was it a guy like Philip Thomas or Robbie Rouse? Was it, you know, those guys that really said, hey, we got to turn this thing around? How do we do it in a year?
Well, I think, to be honest with you, it was a little bit of a conglomerate. The entire senior class. There were some select juniors that really stepped up. You know, I think all of our captains have done a great job, but if you had to pick one or two seniors, you know, I think Robbie, just the way he worked in the off season, just the grit and determination he shows on the field, he's been a true leader for us, and really happy with what he's done. Philip, by the way he played, I think inspires a lot of people. And you know, you look at the junior class. You know, Derek and Jeremiah Toma, you know, have been great ones for us as well. And Andrew Shapiro. You know, normally you don't talk about specialists, you know, being guys that guys look up to, you know, because they have such an isolated role and specialized role. But he's been a guy, and he's been fun to be a part of this team, and he's been a guy that has bought in from day one. So just there's a lot of special guys in this class.
I'm sure you've had a lot of special moments as a coach, but now you're a head coach. You win a conference championship. Where does that rank among your resume, among your personal achievements?
Well, you know, it's more about what these guys do. You know, as selfishly as the head coach of a team that you put, you know, the pieces together, you take tremendous pride in it. You know, that's what you play for is to win a championship. You know, to rank order, I don't know that you can do that. It's just I'm just very happy for our staff, for you know the guys we have on our team, and just extremely proud that, you know, was able to be here and be able to be a part of this thing.
You talked about the buy-in. It doesn't happen everywhere. I mean, when you look at what happened here, was it the quality of the kids you had? Was it the message you had? I mean, was it a combination?
Well, I think it's always a combination. I think clearly, you know, Pat brought in kids that were high-character kids, and that's where you got to start. We got some kids from great families and really high character. But he taught them every day about playing hard and about buying in and being Bulldogs. And it you know, from what I understand, it was a little rocky down the stretch. You know, there were some hurt feelings. There always are when there's transition. But I remember my first press conference. It was a little bit awkward. You know, there were some guys on the team, I think clearly that wanted Coach Hill, which is completely understandable. And I try to diffuse that by saying, hey, look, guys, I understand. You guys came here for Fresno State, but you also came here because of Coach Hill. He said, you know, I didn't recruit you. You guys didn't pick me. And I tried to, you know, kind of throw it out there so that, you know, they realized I know where we're at. But after that meeting with the entire team, I met with Robbie and Derek and Austin, and I think it was Jeremiah and Patrick. And to a man, they said, Coach, we're all in. And we're gonna attack this thing, and we're gonna find a way to win. And to have that core group of guys say, hey, we're going to be all in, and not just say it, but as we went into our off-season program and did things very differently than what they did, there wasn't a lot of pushback. Those guys were all in, and they check in, and hey, coach, if anybody's not buying in, we'll take care of it. And to have that core group of guys do that was huge.
Yeah. Do you know if they had to deal with a lot of stuff in that first off season?
Well, there always is. I mean, there's some guys that aren't here anymore. Fortunately, it was very, very few. And, we talked about you got to have everybody with the oars rowing the same direction, because if one guy's rowing a different direction, it goes south in a hurry. And you see when there's transitions, it happens at most places. But the guys that wanted to go do other things, we said, okay, if that's not what you want to be, if this isn't what you want to be a part of, go on. Because we'll find guys that want to be here, want to be Bulldogs, want to buy into what we're going to do, and we're going to find a way to win the championship. And fortunately, we're at that point where we have a chance to.
Coach, I gotta ask the question only because I'm a journalist. I know you're gonna hate this question, but
what color is my favorite color?
Exactly. What's your favorite food? No. There's Bruce Feldman out there for CBS Sports. He said his list for Cal head coach, and you're on it. What is just your response to the praise and the national noise you're receiving,
well,
and him even putting you on a short list like that?
This time of year, there's always those kind of things, and all it is it's a reflection of what these guys did. These guys bought in. These guys went out and won football games and put themselves in a position to win a championship. So I think it's a nice compliment to our team. This time of year, they're talking about you getting fired or getting hired somewhere. It's the national, season for that. So it's just the way it is.
Does it make you feel good? I mean, know that you're a hot commodity.
I don't know that it makes you feel good. It's just it's that season of the year. Guys are either getting talked about getting fired, or they're getting talked about their potential to get hired somewhere. It's just the nature of it. You don't think about it. All you worry about is things you got control of, and that's Saturday.
So you want to be here for the next 25 years? Is that right?
Yeah. If they want to give me a 25-year contract, I'll sign it. I don't know that I'll get one, but
that's all you got.
Good.
And no Christmas lights yet?
No, I haven't gotten a chance to go out there. Actually, my wife was supposed to call somebody to work on it, but
cheater! You're a cheater.
It's not even December yet.
Yeah, it is.
No, I think you can put them up already. He put them up early, but well, have you been to my house?
I'm still rolling here. You want anything else you want to say about it?